start the push back through. So I'm enjoying it. I wish we got to see a red card in there, but we are starting off here on this rewind map number 1 hardpoint. Boston Burgers, LAG. Here we go.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a great one. If you were around last week, we saw Boston Burgers play. They lost, but somehow they're here. Apparently, that happened week number 1 of playoffs, too. So I'm excited to see them. Maybe this is going to be the week that they can win an actual match. It's Stone. I mean, he's going to be the player. We already see a fantastic two-piece out of him. He's starting off 4-0. You know, I've talked, we have JJ and Stone both on the kind of the casting deck. So they're there. They kind of hear all the trash talk behind the scenes. And Stone is my player to watch out for from the side of Boston Burgers. LAG, I don't care. They banned red card. I hope they lose. But Stone, I'm expecting him to go off tonight. There's kind of a threat from that side. So he's the one I want to look for. He had almost an insane, like, what was that? Like a 1v, like 1v4 or something in protocol control.
Think,
yeah. Yeah, man, he almost clutched that last week. That would have been super cool to see, but I'm excited to see this here. LAG starting off pretty good. Boston Burgers don't have the initial rotation over to P2 as spawn-wise, but they do get in that point. Unfortunately, don't have a mini-map there in the bottom left, but they're going to be looking to come back here.
Yeah, in the P1, you know, you're not, too harmed by getting a little bit of a disadvantage in even 20 points. You're really looking for those P2 spawns, locking down this P2 rotation as they've done a solid job here so far, and they're already right back into this map. Stone is looking to continue to get active, pre-firing anybody and everybody, but nobody's there. That's going to allow LAG to get into this point and contest just a little bit, but a two-piece comes out from Sketchy, looking to get another one here. He is with the Jackal, so Sketchy cleans up 3 there to hold up the rest of the scrap time. LAG choosing to play their positioning over towards this new hill, but there is a player trying to slip through on the RV side of the map, and JJ may be the player to make a team or a play here for his squad.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it kind of before, you know, it's the end of the season. This is your last time that we're playing Black Ops 6 here on the CRL stage. So this is where all those little mistakes we talk about, you have to capitalize on those. You got to learn how to do things. You know, rewind. We know P3 can be mixy sometimes, but this player, the team who's going to hold this backside, typically is going to have that great rotation to P4 and typically holds all of it. That's what we've seen most of the year. And we see Boston Burgers here immediately not putting any focus towards drive-through, putting focus towards the inside of the map and towards that 18 side, and they're able to secure spawns here. They are going to fall a couple players, but they're going to maintain that back spawn, and it's going to set them up here for a P4. They've taken a little bit of an advantage, about 10 points up. So the side of Boston Burgers are looking good kind of for the rest of this P1 rotation, as long as they, you know, eventually have a good P4 and don't get broken here. We do see 2 players drop, so it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this rotation happens.
Yeah, that was a big kill in the back by Merc. He's got some assistance now here from the rest of his squad. They will need to clear out Sketchy, who's playing a nice angle here on the truck. Get some bad timing trying to chuck the stun grenade. Both balls up with the nade. Now there's 3 players on top of him with LAG spawning in the back now, so he's going to have to give up that positioning with no trophy system in play on that truck. And now Boston is going to have to try to retake this hill in your typical fashion from the front side of the hill. And Sketchy's got some good timing. Shots and kills the first player. Going to choose to back up, play his life just a little bit more here and allow his teammates to get up. Slides in, everybody gets the trades back and forth. Burgers with a great break here on P4.
Yeah, I mean, that's just beautiful. Unfortunately, you know, you lose that rotation race. I start to kind of talk about how well they're doing, but a good break in through the back here. It is really difficult to break a P4. If you've never played this, you won't understand. But if you have, you know when you're not spawning there. I mean, you're spawning so far away. You really only get like 1 or 2 decent hits on this. So for the side of Boston to break through that setup that the side of LAG had and to come out with the most amount of points, they're doing good. We're hopping into a gen side P5. This is as mixy as it gets on a hard point we've seen in a long time. Your tack utilization is going to be massive here on how you can throw your nades, how you can get your stuns in there as well. So that's kind of what we're looking for here. We'll see if a team can stabilize, start to read spawns well, and have a successful P5.
Yeah, this Gens Hill can be brutal if you're not able to break in early. There's just too many lanes to try to contest from, but LAG is broken into this hill, able to clean out the players inside of time. Shots coming into the final player, but Fire is able to win that as well. That's going to allow LAG to break in. Big gunfight win by Vixinity as well. So good start to this P5. I'm going to say his name wrong on purpose, just so everybody knows, just to be clear.
I mean, here's the thing. They banned red card hardpoint, so he gets Vixinity all night. I don't really care. Like, I mean, here's the thing: if you were around last week, you kind of understood what happened, and I just like to, from the bottom of my heart, put out a sincere apology to absolutely freaking nobody. Because it was warranted, and that's exactly how we're going to play here. LAG Boston Burgers rotation number 2. We are about even. LAG does have that one. I do love the full screen mini map here. I don't get to see the classic bronze bagger gameplay. We get to see kind of this mini map. I love that view. LAG, they've had some success kind of off the start of these hard points. Boston have been fighting back, and both these teams have a really good hard point record too. I mean, obviously you don't make it to championship and not have good records and not win, but the Boston side haven't lost a series all year. LAG have only lost one. I guess you put asterisk next to the Boston Burgers one, but we'll talk about that later. I'm sure it'll come up. But LAG, I mean, successful P1 so far, had a good rotation to P2 last time. So the Boston Burgers, they're looking to get the rest of this scrap and hoping they can get a good P2 here. But this is where a lot of times on Rewind, we see this pretty tight, first rotation we talked about. And this second rotation is where we see things kind of just break open. And LAG, you're set up to do that for your team here.
Yeah, first rotation, we saw Boston come back on that P2, but we see Burgers come through with some big kills in the backside of time to potentially get the spawns in their favor. No Luck is going to try to slide in, not able to get anything, but Sketchy flies in with a 3-piece with that Jackal SMG, allowing his team to get a little bit more positioning, but All-Star Murph doing his best and here to get some trades through, but JJ does clean him up. So Boston with a pretty successful early break, looking at 30 seconds left of time here on this hill. LAG is still pretty close, so they're looking to contest, and we're just going to see the trades back and forth here. LAG is going to be able to get into this hill, but Burgers still with the close spawns are going to be able to clean up those players, and now we're going to be looking potentially to make our way over towards that Burger side of the map, looking towards that P3 now.
Yeah, I mean, this is the part you got to pay attention to as a team. You're rotating towards that P3. I talked about it last time with that importance of having those back spawns towards P4. This is where it matters. First rotation, you can come back and do whatever. We saw the teams pretty tied. This is where you could start to build that massive lead. The side of Boston need to get that flip. We see JJ kind of coming through that P4 side, able to get those kills for his team. He is doing absolutely everything he can for his team here. He's winning rotations, winning gunfight. Is going to get spawned behind with some flaky spawns here. We're going to see some splits coming out of these two teams, so it's going to be hard to read for the side of Boston. But they're going to start getting those spawns. JJ, once again, on that flank, able to get those kills. Make it 1, make it 2. Not able to pick up the 3rd, but put some shots in there and just able to put some pressure towards this hill, but is able to get that successful rotation and successful spawn flip for his team. He is doing everything. The only thing that can stop him, apparently, is Stone.
Yeah, stun grenades and nades from his own team and himself are probably the only thing that can stop him at this point in time. But Burgers do a good job playing through that mixiness. We saw the initial flip come through, and then JJ gets the spawn back again. That Burger Hill can be difficult. You usually have to sacrifice one player to sit deep in the back if you're wanting to secure it, and neither team doing that, trying to help their team fight through the front side a little bit closer towards
Stone, let's go, baby!
Actual here. Stone with the nice 2-piece, but we see a couple LAG players getting close, but the trades are coming through on the front side. So Burgers off to another good start here on the P4, looking to continue to apply some of this pressure towards the front side of this hill, looking to maintain activity, keep the pressure up, and keep these LAG players away. But that's going to be 3 dead, 1 player left deep in the back. That's going to be JJ. It looks like maybe his team's spawning with him as well. So they're going to continue to secure this, but there is a player from LAG trying to make a flank in the back, looking for some shots into the players in hill. Is going to get one, going to get taken out. JJ going to get taken out as well in hill. So it's going to allow Fire to slide in and potentially secure some of the scrap time if the Burgers choose to rotate and not send anybody else at this P4.
Yeah, I mean, that's where Boston, honestly, if they end up taking this game, that's where they take it right there. The side of LAG, you're going to have just an absurd P5 here to a P1, P2 rotation to win this game. Boston, you're sitting pretty in P5 right now. You haven't really been chowed inside the point at all. You're just kind of collecting points. Kills are falling around you. Your teammates are dying, but you're still in that hill. You finally fall out 15 seconds in, but that was a free 15 for him. They have a setup here on this Mixie P5. I mean, they're already back in, looking to contest here. Fire's not able to read necessarily all these spawns from the side of LAG, but this is where you got to hold it down. So far, they're doing pretty well. They're keeping players outside. They're layering themselves. And the side of Boston just really can't win a gunfight right now. So side of LAG, they're looking to bring this back. It's not going to be Even they can bring it back to about a 20-point or so game as they head into this P1.
Yeah, and they've done a phenomenal job there. We see Mags and Vixinity combining for 3 kills in the feed, JJ following up with 2 of his own. Boston do have that preferred spawn towards P2, spawning towards that little office side of the map, Radio Shack, whatever we want to call it these days. And we've seen this P1 be pretty contested from both these two teams, both doing a fairly good job. First rotation, Boston playing really good positioning towards P2, and then the second rotation, LAG playing some very good rotations and positionings for P2. So it's going to be curious to kind of see what happens here. But Boston are looking to end it here on this P1 fire. The last player left close to contest is going to lose the gunfight. There's a couple players coming through hole that might be able to contest. Slide comes through. Contest is in from the side of Mags. Shots coming down, though. Burgers are going to clean up and win map number 1. And like you said, that P4 for them on that final rotation was just a huge win from their book. I think they secured nearly 40 seconds or 35 seconds of uncontested hill time. And then LAG, you fought back on that P3, but P1 is just such a mixy hill that it's very difficult to kind of secure a ton of time there. And when you only need 15 to 20 seconds to win a map, it's easy to kind of try to think about a little too much those entry kills and looking to play your lives. And we're starting off here, Boston and LAG both playing through the middle of the map. We see some trades coming back and forth. Looks like potentially LAG is going to come out on top, but no, Sketchy wins that last gunfight. So now it's going to be Stone and Sketchy left up in a 1v2 versus Fire, and we're going to get into activities here pretty quickly. Potentially Fire looking to make a play. Is going to spot
Oh,
them both out. He's going to sneak in. Shots into the first player. Shots to the second player. Gets one. He's going to get out with his life. Great start to the 1v2 there. It would have been great if he could have finished off Sketchy there, but Sketchy able to slip through that little kitchen with just, I think, 30-ish HP left. And now we're going to see the reset come through. Fire is going to try to track down a little bit. Sketchy is going to get the information. Gonna have the timing. Shots into Fire, but not able to get the kills. So the 1v1 is going to continue. And these players are going to play Ring Around the Rosie until, or it looks like Sketchy does have the bomb. So they actually might run into each other here pretty fast, unless he chooses to rotate over towards that A bomb site.
yeah. I mean, this is going to be an interesting one here, just kind of where these last minute decisions look to happen. It looks like Sketchy's looking to elect towards that A side. Fire is going to elect. I think he knows this at this point. He should be able to get this bomb and get out kind of safely, just at least here for a second. The side of Fire is not going to know where he's going. Shots are going to fall onto the side of Sketchy. He's eventually going to fall. Vanity, or sorry, Fire, able to pick that up in a great 1v2. A little nervy there. It's the case of the Wolfie, I guess, as we've been calling it, where you see two people, you switch a little too quick. Uh, but it's just that's tough. But LAG, good little comeback there, good little 1v2 out of the side of Fire or whoever it is. I don't actually know. I think it's actually Fire, but uh, yeah, that's just good. That's a good one. I mean, scoreboard's a little rough for us still here at the end of the game.
Well, the scoreboard's been rough for the entire life cycle of this game. I think Activision just doesn't have enough money to kind of fix the game and support it anymore. I thought I donated enough with the skins that I've collected over the last 3 games, but clearly it's not enough to pay a tester for their game or a developer that potentially actually knows what they're doing. But starting off here, we've got Vixinity over here playing towards the music side with the bomb, while the rest of his team is making some noise over towards that A site. So I'm curious to see what the Burgers and LAG decide to do, but he is going to end up giving his positioning up. So Vixinity is going to get taken out with that first blood, and now Boston potentially knows that bomb is down there. Mags is going to slide in, get some good timing, able to clean up 1 kill, put us into a 3v2 now, but the other player is able to get out with his life. So now they've recouped the bomb, and they're going to be looking to switch up their play now.
I feel like this whole game is just going to be full of one person being behind, one LAG member being behind, two Boston players, and electing to only kill one of them at the wrong moment. Just unfortunate timing that we've seen so far. These first two from the side of LAG. But speaking of timing, this might be some good one. The bomb site is free now that Stone has left it. He's going to get a kill towards middle though. Bomb is going to be going down here with Mags. He's going to get away kind of for free. They're not going to know where he went. So he has a good opportunity here to clutch. He's just got to pick his timings right.
Yeah, and he is going to get the kill on that first player. is a player on the bomb. It looks like that's no luck. Hopping on the defuse is going to get spotted out. That's going to force him off the bomb, but he's going to instantly re-jump on it, and his teammate is doing some great jobs baiting for him. Both guns out of ammo potentially, and the bomb is going to get defused. So LAG with a really good play there to kind of waste the time on the clock. Or actually, that was Boston, not LAG, and just provide some coverage and just ultimately not able to get that trade and look towards that second player. So good stuff from their side, trying to play that clock out, get the defuse, and just know that he has to kill both. If you're able to distract or win the 1v1, that bomb defuse is going to come through free. So great plays there from the side of Boston.
Yeah, if you're side of LAG, I like the play that they're going with. Kind of leave the bomb carrier by himself over there towards B, make some noise at A. But outside of probably some initial nades that we saw, we didn't see anything else being made. They're playing a little too patient, not really making the side of the Boston team invest over towards that A bomb site. So, they get a free kind of pick there at B, and that just kind of starts the roller coaster of the round, unfortunately. Side of Boston Burgers are going to get first blooded here on this offensive side, looking like they still want to commit to B. Mags here able to pick up one, almost able to pick up a second. It's going to be hard for the side of Boston Burgers here and left in a 2v4, kind of stuck in their center of the map.
Yeah, and Mark immediately goes for the pinch, able to pick off that last player, JJ. I think it was stuck in the backside of the map. Actually, I think our scoreboard. No, it's still. Yeah, good Call of Duty. What am I thinking? Things aren't right ever. LAG is going to win that one. Pretty dominant fashion. Pretty easy round when you win 4-0. You don't lose any lives. So tough calls from the side of the Burgers, but good defensive hold there from the side of LEG. And if I saw that correctly, Fire at 7-1, doing a whole lot for the squad. We already saw him clutch that 1v2, doing a lot to help out the boys right now on a 6 spree, looking for some potential streaks.
It's actually Mags.
That's
Mags
Max,
is
not
Fire.
Fire.
Fire is
Max,
Vixinity. All Star is Blank, I believe. Or
blank.
yeah, whatever. I don't know, man. We'll see here. All Star Merc is himself. Vixinity is who knows. I think he would probably be Blank if I understand how it's going. So hopefully that made sense to somebody. Didn't really make sense to me, but we'll
Didn't
get
make
there.
sense to
Sketchy
me
showing out
either.
this Omni movement. Here pretty late. We still got a showcase. So Black Ops 7, we do include, I believe, what we call wall bouncing. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to officially call it yet. I'll have to let my Activision dev friends tell me in secretive, kind of behind the scenes, and we'll find out here. But the side of Vixidity, I mean, he's left in kind of a 1v2 situation here. Mags is on the other side of the map, just kind of looking for a free pick, trying to play it slow. They got about 40 seconds left, so they're going to have to make a move eventually. But the side of Boston are just covering every bomb site and covering a little bit of the middle of the map here, so it's going to be difficult for both these players.
Yeah, it is going to be difficult, and looks like Mags is on the move, trying to get some space. He is going to get taken out. Trade trying to come through from the side of Xfinity, not going to be able to find anything, and he is going to get double chowed now by the Burgers, and just it can be difficult, when a team plays search and destroy the right way, not sprinting around, giving up their life for free. They're playing their positions, they're holding their angles down. It forces you to make a move, to make something happen, and it usually doesn't pan out in your favor. So Boston do a great job there, choosing to stick and stay their positioning on the map, knowing that they have pretty much everything covered that they could potentially need. So they're going to even up our map back to 2-2, and now they're going to be back on the offensive side, looking to have a better round than they did on their last go. And they're going to be taking their bombs straight over towards the A side. It looks like nades, trophies out early. We're going to see potentially some chaos come over here towards the A site.
Yeah, Vixinity is in the what was it, like the envoy spot, I think, that we saw. A crazy clutch and able to pick up one, make that two. He might have had some help from a friend there. Make that three. Left here, JJ with a bomb down 1v4 clutch. This would be, he's just going to get overwhelmed here. And the side of LAG able to pick up another round. This has so far been, back and forth the entire time between these two teams. And honestly, I think a lot of dealership, we kind of see this just kind of back and forth until one team eventually just kind of figures out how the other team's flowing throughout the map and kind of gets a hold. But I expect nothing less out of these S&Ds to be very close matches between these two teams. in kind of a back and forth fashion. And dealership really just is that. We've seen a lot of defensive holds here, so it's really going to be who can have a successful offense for the first time.
Yeah, the offense is definitely going to play a key part in this map, and it can be very difficult as an offensive squad if you're going to try to make something happen. But this could be the potential for LAG to do something here where there's only JJ pushed back deep into that little boxed area, and that they're just kind of taking up as much map positioning as they can, getting the bomb down early, looking to set up here for the post plant retake. The Boston Burgers are going to have multiple avenues to attack from, but it's all about finding your timing and positioning and trying to win some gunfights here. LAG is going to start that off with the first blood onto JJ. No luck looking to potentially follow up here. He's not going to spot this player laying down, so Mags is going to get that kill. Going to slide out for the second chow. Going to get taken out by... that's not sketchy. This is sketchy. So sketchy's going to follow up with 2. And now we're going to be left to fire in a 1v2. Little time left on the bomb. He's going to get the shots, and that's
You're gonna
not
get
going
him.
to let the defuse come through. So good place from the side of fire to wait out the clock there, and just ultimately just peak at the perfect moment to get that kill and win the round for his squad. So a great offensive round. We said that that's what people need on this map, and they're going to take a 4-2 lead here.
Yeah, I mean, LAG played that perfect. I mean, you have the entire A site free outside of JJ there in the back, and I mean, man, that's the round. That's kind of the round. You know, we talked about I talked about last game with Boston needing that P4. That's what you need from your side of LAG. You just haven't had successful offenses, and so this is where Burgers, if you want to bring it back, this is where you got to do it right here. You obviously don't want to go down 5-2, or maybe you do want to go down 5-2 with the curse that's been happening. No luck able to pick up the first kill there towards mid. I'm lying. It's not no luck. It's somebody else. But unfortunately, we are currently, I believe, seeing you know, an agent out on the field. Potentially a great play there. I don't know. Look, a little dive there with the Omni movement. JJ's able to pick him up. I don't even know what's happening here, man. The Omni movement's just fantastic here. But 2v2 left in this round. Bomb is heading over towards that B site. The players of LAG are just looking to group up towards the back of the spawn, while Boston are remaining split here. So the side of Sketchy and Stone are going to have to clutch up for their team here. 40 seconds left. They'll be looking to get the bomb down soon.
Yeah, the bomb is going to need to get planted soon. It looks like they're choosing to play towards this B site. Mags is the player that's close, potentially able to hear something or make a play early. Bomb plant is going to come down. Stone in a really good position to get this trade, does that. Now we're going to be down to a 1v1. All-Star Merc playing through that window, looking to slide out, and Chow does get the info onto Stone. Is going to go for the Jackal, looking for some more information, and is going to get stoned with some shaky shots, but able to clutch up for the boys. So LAG going to come up here 5-2 in this map number 2 in a good position to win this map. And they've been feeling good about their pace so far. They're winning a lot of early
Yeah.
gunfights. They're cleaning up where it matters. And then ultimately, I think they're getting some pretty good COD timing as well with some of these plays that are happening. And that's all you can ask for in Search and Destroy a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's looking like their map pick. I mean, we saw map pick go successful the side of Boston. Mr. Codcaster, I'd love to be on a no look POV here, or no luck POV, kind of as we're sitting here. I'd love to see this first kill come through, as he's going to be the protector of this A site. We do see some fights coming down middle. We're not going to see no luck get into action very quickly, but I have a feeling he'll be looking to invest himself at some point into his team. Sketchy getting aggro like he does through mid map most of the time here. Gonna get some shots down, but not gonna walk away with any kills here. Fire is going to pick up JJ there on the outside. No luck looking to get into a gunfight and gets one. Unfortunately, we don't pick up that POV, but no more donut cam for this game, as Sketchy's able to pick up not Sketchy, the other play. I'm done. Somebody from the side of Boston got 2 kills there. Don't know who it was. LAG's down and out for this round. 5-3. I don't know, man. Green team beat purple team that round. Is that, we'll just go with that.
The green team did beat the purple team that round. That is an accurate statement to make, and that's about the only thing that we can say when you're looking at these lovely scoreboards being messed up like they are. I love the aggression from Sketchy, but not pushing so far that he gives up his life. He's just looking for that intel, gets right out after he shoots those initial shots. And you love to see that as an SMG player. Sometimes you just kind of want to run in there with your head chopped off, but it takes some skill to kind of have the patience to back up for a second, slow down, get that intel, and then make the play for your squad. And it looks like we're going to be seeing some activity early here towards the B site. Trades going back and forth, but Boston Burgers do come out on top 3-2 here. Vixinity is there close for the potential follow-up, and he's got fire behind him, kind of watching the deep lane, but this bomb site is going to get taken by the Burgers. They're going to be able to get this bomb plant down, and now LEG is going to have to look to retake from the front side. Vixinity does get some intel on this player that's close, not able to get any real shots down, but it looks like Fire is able to slide out and follow up with one. Does get traded out by Sketchy, but now Vixinity is on the flank, looking to make his way through Music, is looking for potentially some intel. He's going to get some decent timing, but just does a little 360. So going to get taken out. The dream stays alive for the Burgers. Doing great here in the middle of this map. Whenever their backs are pressed up against the wall. Back to 5-4 now, looking to tie this up here as they move towards the defensive side of this dealership.
5-2 curse might be real. We'll kind of see. We got at least 2 more rounds to prove that that might be true, but side of LAG are looking to close this out here with another successful offense, but it's kind of been the story. Just offenses haven't seemed to go very well until kind of late here into this game here, with 2 offenses kind of coming back back to back with the side of LAG and Boston. So A site's going to be the target of LAG here. It's going to be kind of the same thing. We're going to see an initial gunfight towards those vents, but the side of LAG are going to come up on top there. We see a fight going down in the back, and that is going to be LAG coming out on top once again. So it's going to be a 2v4 to keep the hope alive. I believe that was Stone able to pick up the first one. Sketchy able to pick up the second. And so here we are with a reset 2v2. 30 seconds left. Stone and Sketchy looking to keep the dream alive here, looking to get some great timing on these players.
Yeah, they're going to need some good timing here. It looks like Sketchy has some information on Mags, but Mags has that same information back. Looking to get active, gets the kill, is going to know where Vixinity is. He's going to send Stone in for the kill,
There it
and they
is,
are
baby.
going to clear up LAG. And here we are, round 11. The Burgers have fought right back into this map, and just some stellar plays. I mean, the aggression and pacing from Sketchy has been hard to contain as a submachine gun player here on dealership. So making a lot of key plays for the squad, doing a lot to help out their team. So doing some great work here. The Burgers are, being down 5-2, never an easy thing, never an easy thing to come back from. But they've done a great job here fighting back, and now they've got a potential to win this map when they were looking pretty out of it at the
Yeah, I
start
mean,
and in the middle.
defense round 11 is what you're looking for too. I mean, round 11s, we see everybody just get nervous. They start playing slow. They don't play aggressive. So if you're the side of LAG, I don't know. You got to play to your strengths here. But the side of Boston are taking that mid-map advantage. They want to make sure they didn't lose it here. They're giving up B and A completely. They know that focus is coming towards B now, with these players starting to rotate over. What they don't have is any presence to watch that rotate, though.
Ooh,
LAG able
Kobe.
to pick up the first kill with a nade there on Stone. Key player to drop there. No luck, able to pick up a kill towards that side. JJ able to spot another player as well. So down to a 3-3. One player able to pick this up. And Sketchy is here. Who other than to catch this rotation out? Like I was saying, he's able to pick up one. It's going to be left in a 1v3 for Fire here. Able to spot that player coming out of the window, putting some shots down, but not able to connect with anything just yet.
And he's gonna have a tough spot here, and I think that's JJ that's gonna clean that up. In the Boston Burgers making a moderate sale, let's say, being down 5-2, able to clutch up there and just go on an absolute run off the backs of No Luck and Sketchy popping off for the squad, able to take 3 arrows, just turn and dive bomb, and that allows you to get out into the A site. So there is still some plays and some, ideas around how you want to actually have this map play out that you still need to execute. But raw slaying power does lead to a lot of success on this protocol. So it's all about avoiding those 3 or 4 dead scenarios. And we're immediately seeing Sketchy looking to get active towards the LAG base like he's been doing the whole entire series.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking the bagger claims from me pretty heavy here, just trying to prove that he belongs by being the top of leaderboard every game. Uh, so, I mean, shout out to him. He's been playing really well this series. Aside of LAG, this is where you got to wake up. You're on the defense side. This is I think the better way to start if you're down in a series, because it's the easier side on this. Offense can be pretty difficult sometimes. It's kind of been a stalemate here, kind of in the middle of the map. It's really about who can maintain the pressure and control through this gun side and eventually get onto A. We see one player there in Sketchy already out. He's typically the player who's going to be taking routes and being up in your face. Side of Boston, you're winning 3 of those gunfights. Side of, you have Vixinity, kind of last one here, able to get some shots on these players A, but not able to get any kills outside of that player towards mid gun. We do see these players both on A and B for the side of Boston. Fights going down kind of back and forth, checkerboard pattern here in the kill feed. Players still on neither point. Just kidding, back in their spawn for the side of Boston.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really been able to make a lot of presence up towards this map. We saw some potential towards that A site, but one tick coming through so far. Pretty even on lives, though. We see this sometimes in Protocol where it's just the waves just come through and you're not able to, make any real progress to either one of those points. So the clock just starts to tick down. But LAG starting off wonderfully there. Here in the protocol control, starting off round number 1, only allowing the burgers 1 tick of progress, and they're going to be looking to make up or kind of push their advantage farther, moving over towards the offensive side once we get done with this wonderful best play from Vicinity himself. And burgers, you have to shake off the round number 1. It happens in protocol. You just have to go back and do it right back to the LAG boys and secure, keep them at 1 ticker under, and then get yourself right back tied up again here at map number 3.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm always one to kind of look at the stats and see what's going on here. LAG have boasted a 9-0 record here in control. I'm currently looking to see if any of those were forfeits from the side, but I don't think they were on any of their matches during the year. So, I mean, they haven't dropped a control map since. We kind of see on the Boston graphic that they are 9-0, but that there's a huge question mark or asterisk kind of on that backside where, last week they lost the control, but here they are after losing the series and just some unfortunate kind of misplays on the other side with some bagging incidents. So we are taking that serious from our side. And, the week before they did have a forfeit round number 1 in playoffs. So the side of LAG, you're honestly more experienced and you're better at control than the side of Boston. This isn't your map pick. This is the Boston map pick, but yours is that Hossie control we might see later at map number 6. So this is where I think if you can win this one, you're taking a map pick out of the hand of Boston and you're kind of just proving to Boston that they cannot hang with you in a control.
Yeah, I mean, control is one of those game modes that, they call it the swing game mode for a reason. If you control, if you play better in control, it leads you to a lot of success in your series, and LAG have done a wonderful job here so far, cleaning up no luck in tower, looking to get some of these rest of these players. All-Star Merc getting 2 there, continuing to put some progress into the second tick as it is going to come through. 2 players left close to contest from the side of burgers. They are going to be able to get one of these players off at the time. Merc going to get taken out as well, so that's going to allow Boston to potentially reset some of this, but Mags is right into the fray, able to get 1, not able to get anything else. So burgers doing a good job to clear off that point towards the end of that segment coming through, and they're looking to take some of this map presence back as Sketchy is getting active through the middle of the map, of course, but LAG able to clear off some of those players. Fire is going to make his way into top G's, maybe the player to make something happen for the squad. There's another player in Hut that is going to cause some chaos, going to get taken out. Fire only able to get 1 and is going to get traded out, but positioning still here for LAG as the B capture is coming through. Half a tick left. There's only about 2 or 1 players that can contest potentially, and it looks like it is not going to come through. So LAG able to have a really solid round, first offensive round there, and they're going to go up 2-0 here in this control.
Yeah, he's got the CK calling card on. I mean, man, this Mags is doing it right
I used
here.
that one for a little bit.
Yeah, I know. The more anime ones came a little bit later in the game. This was pretty early on. Not to brag, but I did get 25 kills in a row in pubs, so I have that one. Look at me, such a good player. Um, yeah, that's
Yeah, no
fine.
one cares, bud.
Apparently, I'm being told I'm wrong about the stats. Apparently, LAG did lose a Hossie control, so I don't know, man. I don't believe Twitch chat anymore, though. At this point, though, LAG starting off good. They got five ticks of advantage here. So Boston, obviously, you need to win the round to continue the game, but you should probably win on all ticks here if you're trying to make a fight for getting that defense round 5. Sketchy, we see him here. Loving that rope side towards Grandma's, just trying to hit those flanks, but he's able to back up after some of his teammates fell. Just trying to play smart for his team. But the side of LAG just looking to get in their spawn and get ready for it.
Yeah, and the Boston players were able to kind of slip past, I believe it was Mags that was set up in the spawn, so they're able to get a little bit of map presence and making their way over towards the A site. We see some team shots coming through, but Vixinity is able to clean up both and start clearing this tick. There is one more player close, but it's going to get taken out as well, as we are just challenging the 2 ARs. Vixinity and Fire just absolutely popping off for the side of LAG right now. Helping them out quite a bit. I mean, you talk about the submachine guns being the aggressive players. These ARs are flying at these people, not allowing them to get any presence up towards the map. But the Burgers have made their way over towards B. They have gotten that first take of progress through, and Sketchy's in a good position to continue to support his squad, able to pick off one player trying to make their way through tower. He's going to back up, play some more progress. As the second tick comes through, we see a double chow come through on the point. They are going to get that player off of time, but a lot of map presence has been gained from the side of Boston, and we're just going to see the mixy trades come down back and forth from both these two teams, and it looks like LAG is going to come out on top for now, but Sketchy gets one. Trade comes through on another player as well, but he is going to get taken out from the tower side, but his teammates have made their way over to the A capture point with a nice stack setup, looking to get this 8-point kind of line.
This is what you need to see from the side of Boston. They do lose that B control eventually, but are back onto that 8-point to stop the clock. Lives are at a three life advantage for the side of Boston. Make that 2, make that 3, make that 3. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to keep going. Boston is taken off of that 8-point, though. 2 ticks on both points. You just need to hop on one, get that last tick. Just kind of hop on it. Word to gyms. Get on that point. Start stacking with your team. Only takes a couple seconds there if you have everybody. Sketchy able to get 2 big kills through mid-map. Able to protect this B point for now. Is going to lose that fight to Vixinity on B. We do see some stuns coming out. So Boston still with the life advantage, but they got to hop on these points and make these caps happen. B point is going through. They're going to see a hop on A as well. So the side of LAG are going to invest towards this B point. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Great dead nade out of JJ. Able to pick up that player as he's jumping across. Players able to hop on towards that A to stop this contest. But the kills are coming through. And the side of Boston are looking like they're going to take this one in control here. This round number 3. Looking to make a comeback here on this control.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big run from the side of the Burgers. You would have liked to get that final tick of progress over towards the A side to move us from even to that 1 tick lead. But ultimately, they win the round, and that's what you need. You know, you needed to keep yourself alive. They brought it back to even, and they need to have a stellar defensive hold here, which, you know, based on that last round, they can certainly do. You know, LEG, they just kind of ran out of lives towards the end. You know, we saw the progress coming through on both the points, which never is a good situation to be in when there's 1 tick left on both the points. So just some really good plays coming down from that squad, starting to potentially heat up here in the map number 3. So I'm curious to see how this defensive round looks from their perspective compared to the last time we saw it, where LAG kind of just ran through the 8-point and just made their slow progress over towards the B capture point as well.
Yeah, I mean, side of LAG, you know, ticks are tied here, so even if you lose, you don't get a single tick, it's going to come down to lives. So it's going to be important here, if you do end up losing this one, not to bleed all of your lives. But the side of Boston, that's exactly what you're looking to do here. They've only lost 2 so far. Looking to get aggro here as we see the kill feed start to light up green. As it lights up a little bit white, I just probably need to stop saying things about the kill feed.
Yeah, I think casting curse is real, and if there's a culprit more than anybody else on the planet, it's probably you, more than anybody else. So, you know, maybe we don't talk about the kill feed anymore. We just talk about the stellar gameplay we're seeing from 2 squads, both squads doing very well, but Sketchy on a 5 spree doing a whole lot from this top third area, helping keep that aggression towards the spawns of LAG. Vixinity is the player that's made it out through the map, looking to potentially make the play. He is going to spot JJ on heli, he is going to take him out, looking to regen his life. No Luck knows that he's here, potentially looking at some toes underneath the door there, but is going to back out with his life. We see the A capture start. We see B getting capped as well from Fire's side. Gets 1 kill over towards the B site. The rest of his team helping clean up towards the middle of the map, but LAG is going to hop off the point. Sketchy going to slide in and wins both to win the round. That is a crazy round from the side of Boston, and we don't believe that a tick came through. We didn't get to see the finals in lives, but we're thinking that Boston clutched that out with potentially looking at another defensive side. This, I mean, you just accidentally hop off the point right there. You turn back around to get in, and you get two-pieced. Is just kind of a crazy way to end that round number 4. But Boston is going to be on the offensive side, so LAG maintain the defensive side, and Boston are going to have to go back to what they did just 2 rounds ago and have another stellar offensive round if they're going to want to win this map number 3.
Yeah, I mean, this would be 2 crazy kind of comebacks in a match, back to back in an S&D and a control. Down 2-0 here in this protocol here as they're looking to make the reverse sweep in map number 3. Boston Burrs, they have some map presence here towards B. Some players are going to fall towards that middle side of the map, but Sketchy is doing his thing. We see a win towards mid-map from JJ as well, so that's going to be map presence towards B. They're going to have the option to set up a little bit of a spawn trap here. Sketchy is looking to get in it. Doesn't pick up the first one, but does put some good damage in and just buy some space for his team, but nobody else was getting on that B point, so clock continues to roll down here. About 50 seconds left in the round as JJ's looking to get active, but Vixinity, hopefully, maybe, picked up those kills. I'm not really sure. Someone in white.
Someone in white. We love number 68. I didn't know there were 68 players in this lobby. There's definitely not. There's only 8, and it just messes up everything. But LAG doing a good job here so far, not allowing the burgers to take a lot of map presence, not securing any segments. We still got mags pushing up in the spawn like they've been doing for every single defensive round. But JJ is able to make it out towards the A point. Does have some coverage from up top, but that player is going to get taken down by Mags. Number 6, that's All-Star Merc. Mags follows up with 2 onto the point. That's going to force JJ off. He's going to run right past a player there. Bottom Grandma's is going to get taken out. Now with 15 seconds left, you only have about a wave and maybe a half to make something happen. Sketchy's going to get a kill on the B point. Stone here as well, going to follow up with a second. Progress coming through on the B capture point now. Stuns and names coming through, but you still have to worry about mags in your spawn if you're the rest of these burger players. As Fire's looking to clear off Stone off the point, does get that. The A first tick does come through, so the distraction might have been enough to allow some presence to get over here, but the LEG players are not giving that up. They're looking to take this route over towards sidewalk, looking to contest this point. Gunfire coming down from everywhere. Player is going to get taken off the point. Sketchy follows up with 1. Knows there's another player close. Is going to get taken out from behind. JJ is going to be the last left here close, and he does get taken out. Now we're going to see Stone on the play towards B. Is going to be able to touch and stop the clock. Take a progress comes through, but he's going to have to win a big gunfight here. Sees potentially a shadow, but doesn't get the shots in, and Sketchy doesn't get to the point in time. So LAG, after losing 2 rounds in a row, are able to clutch up there on the defense and win map number 3 and push us to a 2-1 disadvantage here in our championship final in the Bronze North Division.
I mean, it almost happened again.
Almost out here up towards the piano stairs and potentially a player 2 time. Pretty standard break off, trying to cover all the different angles that they can. They're looking to keep the Boston players spawning over towards the other side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be start off for a bang out here in this kitchen side. This is going to control a lot of P1. The side of LAG are going to come out on top for the kills, but not on top of the time here. We do see a contest coming down there for a little bit. LAG finally get some control on this time here, but the side of Boston, obviously with no mini-map, it's a little hard to see, but we see 2 players getting a little bit aggro towards that P2 side. I thought they may have gotten a flip there, but unfortunately not. LAG are maintaining those spawns, contesting that hard point. looking to have a successful P1. But normally we don't see a lot of time here on P1. It's about this P2 rotation, and with LAG electing to spawn on this side at the start of the map, it's going to be a little bit easier from their side. Boston looking to collect some of the scrap time to even up the score in this game, but heading over to P2 is really where you're going to put that focus.
Yeah, P2 is definitely going to be the focus here. Boston is going to be here initially with some good time secured on P1 as well. So they've got about a 20-point lead here. We see Sketchy playing towards the front side of this hill, looking for some players that are pushing through bridge. It seems like he knows that there's not going to be anybody there based on the timing. We see 2 kills coming down from the backside. We're just going to see some back and forth trades, but it looks like No Luck does come out on top, but immediately gets traded out by Mag. So the back and forth battle starting here now with some of these mixy spawns coming through. It looks like the Burgers are going to secure the back spawns as well. So they're going to fight off this initial kind of break from the side of LAG. And we're going to kind of go to a reset here with only 18 seconds left on the clock. LAG is going to have about a life or two to contest this, and I guessing that was a dead nade from the side of Mags's teammate is going to take him out. So good start here from the side of the Burgers, doing a great job holding down a humongous chunk of time towards this P2. But P3 and P4 are 2 hills that you can chain together as a squad. So LAG setting up here early, looking to play the positioning well, and have a great P3 here and transition over towards the P4 bathroom side of the hill as well.
Yeah, I mean, this has been so far so good for the side of Burgers. Skyline is one of those maps where it feels like you can turn any hill into a money hill, but also every hill can just be so chaotic. It's really about making sure you are controlling the waves of spawns and getting that important, 2, 3 dead and maintaining that pressure. If you just go one by one, both teams, it could just be so mixy all game. And that's typically what we see when we talk about that P4 chaos towards the end of the game. It's just teams aren't communicating. They're not slowing down. They're not getting together before they attack. And we see that kind of back and forth action the entire time. LAG were able to have a little bit more of a successful kitchen here, up to about, they're going to be close to 40 points as we head into a P4, but Boston are here ready to go. They're going to lose a couple of the initial gunfights. Stone able to pick up one towards that top plat side, eventually going to fall. So the side of LAG with an early successful break.
That was pretty clean from the break from LAG, but the Burgers with some map presence still pushed up towards the map are going to be able to fight towards the front of this hill. And Fire is going to be the last player left back Umbrella, and they are going to know he's here, so the Burgers are hunting him down. He's able to get one, but there is going to be a slide shell coming through, going to get taken out by JJ. Now spawns are secured, the back is covered from the side of Burgers, and they're looking to push this advantage up even higher as Sketchy is starting to get active towards the front side of this hill. Able to get one, turns on the second player, is going to finally get taken out, but his teammates are there for the trade. So great P4 from the side of Burgers. They rotated early. They got broken early, but it's okay when you break right back and you secure a big chunk of time there for your team. And Sketchy just on the rampage now. 3 spree earlier, 2 spree once again for the squad, just going insane with the submachine gun. The Jack-1 hand, still a solid gun after everything the pros tried to do to nerf it down. And he's proven that here, starting off very well here on Skyline at 18-8.
Yeah, I mean, talk about Sketchy for a second. I mean, maybe it's just something with the double lives that makes players an absolute demon on the submachine gun. I don't know, but this is not the Sketchy we saw last week. So maybe last week he let his little brother play or something. But dude, this is way different. This dude is performing this week. I called for Stone to be doing good, and he's doing okay. I like last map. I don't think he did very good, but this guy, I mean, he's doing it all. I'm gonna call him a bagger after this, 100%. Like I told him to prove that he's not a bagger, and he's just proven that he's God, perhaps. I don't really know, but he's doing everything. He's getting the hill time. He's getting the kills. He is right now doing it for the side of Boston Burgers, and he's got a chopper in his back pocket too. So maybe it's like a little flex. He pops that out.
Yeah, maybe with no time left on the clock, pulls the chopper out. You never know. We see scout pulse as well from that squad. So teams, choosing
GPR?
to play around. This is a GPR. Ooh, meta change. 9 months, 10 months into the game. Who knows anymore? It's been a long time. Maybe Fire is onto something, looking to switch it up because things have not been working out too well for LAG on this map. The pure pace and aggression from the side of the Burgers has been too much to handle. So LAG trying to switch up some type of play, but they're just doing a phenomenal job here, playing the trades, playing as much time as they can secure. And then, of course, when you've got a monster like Sketchy on the map, just killing every single player that he sees, bullets into
Dude.
everybody, he's got to have at least 30,000 damage, I think, in this map. But LAG look like they're going to be able to secure this scrap time,
Close.
but that's
Close.
close to it, yeah. But and they are going to have a player initially over towards this P3 as well, so potential to make a little bit of a run here as the kills are going their way. Boston is going to be spawning towards that old side of the map. So LAG in a good position here to get some early time. You're just looking to play trades effectively, win the gunfights, and then keep kind of just pushing back and forth. Don't allow Boston to get through the backside, but as soon as I say that, it looks like Boston already has. Fire, get some nice shots from that GPR, able to rip one player off a back cobble, but the slide chows are in, and now Boston are here close to potentially contest this hill.
Yeah, I mean, you're set at LAG. You need to start working these spawns here. You need this time on kitchen, don't get me wrong, but you got to get to P4. Boston had a pretty good hold, you know, after the initial first clear. I mean, LAG were perfect in their wipe the first time, getting into that P4, but you cannot rely on that every single time, especially as you get down, you know, you're down by 80 at this point. It's going to be tough to make that break. You're going to have to make it here or this game is over. The side of Boston Burgers have enough to win here at this Bathroom Hill. It's going to start with Vixinity. He's able to pick up the first one, has a teammate there to help with the second, is able to pick up that trade. Last players here are towards the back in stone, and he is going to get ripped. So the side of LAG, perfect break again. They only lose one player there, but they flip those spawns. The side of Boston are looking to break back in now.
Yeah, and Boston did a great job breaking early. I hear a cruise missile coming down. It is going to get one player, but not able to clear up anything else. JJ is going to get some sights onto that player coming through the closet side. Looks like Stone is going to be there for the trade, and that's not actually Stone. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's probably Sketchy since he's killing everybody. And now Burgers have flipped this back to their favor. They're looking to get active once again. Stone is going to get some bad timing, but able to get out with his life, I think, with some assistance from his teammate Top Plat there. LAG slides in for the contest. Trey's coming through back and forth. Stone's still here for the coverage. Is going to slide into the reload. Going to get taken out. So Fire with a nice two-piece with the GPR there. Make it 3 for Fire. Proven that meta guns are no longer needed in Call of Duty. But if you're the side of LAG, you have to have a tremendous run here. Boston is already set up in this P1.
Dude, this guy is tweaking
their activities. This guy is farming.
Dude, he's locking onto his teammates, jumping off. Dude, he's on one. I don't know if we do Adderall checks here, but we might need one. Little Kyler Hook action here on the main stage.
Oh, not Kyler, not the slander. And he's doing
a little bit better now. He's not so much on the Addy anymore, but boy, a couple years ago I had a little Pilly situation. If you think about, we saw Jims. We saw Jims. It's from the upper level, so maybe a little different, but you know, we saw one almost the exact same angle too. That was great. I think for that post, we're gonna need those two on top of each other right there. That one and the gym slide from the beginning of the year. I think we need those on top of each other. As we're joking around here, Boston Burger is able to take this one pretty handedly, but you know, honestly, with Sketchy just kind of doing it all. I mean, this is gonna say JJ on the kill feed, but it's not JJ. This is Sketchy. He's going off once again. I mean, he's not helping the bronze bagger claims here, but man, great
do anything map. Sketchy probably believes that he can do anything that he wants right now, and maybe that's playing into the factors of LAG too, potentially thinking about what happened to that last map and looking towards, you know, the rest of this rewind is going to be very interesting. And Sketchy is already into the face of the LAG squad, able to get that first blood. No immediate trades following through, looking to continue to get information and intel, but he is going to back up, play his life a little bit, and he probably knows the bomb's down here, able to get that communication to the boys and know that LAG is going to have to come right back to that elephant side if they want to secure that bomb.
I mean, the side of LAG, we talked about, you know, I talked about slowing down. Ultimately, what you have to do is you have to shut down Sketchy. He's going to make some aggressive plays. He's honestly, from the side, he's going to get a little greedy sometimes. Literally right there. Like, he's going to be aggro. You got to just let him play like he's going to play, but just outsmart him a little bit. And that's exactly, I mean, that's what you're gonna have to do to win this one. That's what they've done so far. They kind of just, I really like that. They go down, dude. JJ is in a dumpster. The dude is the dude is self-proclaimed trash, and he's showing it right there. That's just great. But the side of LAG, you gotta shut him down, man. And I mean, I think you can have some good success if you do that. So I, it's really good transition there from their side. Honestly, you lose the gunfight off rip, and you just play slow. You just let the side of Boston get anxious on defense and push out. And I think you really need to have that composure here on, especially this map. You do not need to be pushing into the enemy spawn. You need to just let them come to you, especially in that A site. You got to stay kind of inside that elephant, inside that generator side. So, side of LAG, able to win round number 1 here. You got to keep it going. You got to keep stopping sketchy.
Yeah, and I mean the first blood was huge from the side of Burgers, and at that point in time, I'd like to see them as a squad slow the pace down, play the positioning. I think they know where the bomb is on the map, and they have that information, that intel. JJ is going to start off with the first blood, immediate trade coming through from the side of not fire. It looks like All Star Merc potentially with the names being messed up, of course. Uh, I'd like to see them kind of slow down there, play the positioning of the map, and wait for LAG to kind of make the mistake. But you know, you're feeling hot, you're feeling good, and you're gonna make those chows, and you're gonna kind of have to adjust from there. Stone potentially has some information on this LAG player that is in gens, looking to make his way up through that map with the bomb as well. There is going to be a nade from somewhere, is going to have that information, but All Star Merc is going to gun him down. JJ with the follow up now takes us down to a 1v2, 1v3 potential in the books for the dumpster boy himself. Is going to get the information onto the second player and is going to get the kill. So now All Star Merc left up in a 1v1. JJ does have to secure this bomb. He does have the information about where this player was, but he is going to bust the door. So now All Star Merc has the information right back. JJ going to slide for the bomb, is going to get the bomb and make it out. And now the bomb plant is potentially going to come through, but Merc is going to check this, is going to get the information. Shots are coming in, but JJ not going to be able to get the potential kill here. Merc does a great job of playing his life and plays that round absolutely perfectly. And JJ did his best there in the 1v3 that he could, but when you have to trek across the entire map, kind of get the bomb from the sights of that player there in All-Star Merc, and All-Star checks it, doesn't see that it's there, he's able to immediately go for the chow, no bomb plant, just a great play from the side of LAG there to move their advantage up the 2-0 here in this map number 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the little things there. JJ not able to get me any water there on that round, but able to, expose himself there on the B bomb site, not planning that in safety, kind of maybe cost him that round. If the side of all, if, Merc, if he checks that bomb, doesn't see anybody down, maybe he goes back towards A, maybe allows for a little bit of a reset there. Boston Burgers, quick little exchanges here off rip. It's going to be a 2v3 from the side of Boston. Make that a 1v3. JJ here with another opportunity to perhaps get some water.
Somewhat. No one's gonna get that. I love it. But
That's
JJ
great.
is gonna be
That's for
here
one.
in
That's for
another.
one person and one person only. And if they don't hear it, I'm gonna be a little disappointed.
Yeah, yeah. Another 1v3 for JJ here, though. No information as of yet. Looks like Mags is potentially the first player that he is going to spot, but
There's
he
no
is going to
chance.
go
There's
for
no
the
chance, right?
ninja. But the setup is there, the coverage is there. You know, you shoot your gun once, and you're going to have the other two players flying in at you. No, their potential is there that you get some good timing, but Mags on those bomb checks from a good spot as well, able to spot out that infiltrator. Not allow the ninja defuse to come through, and LAG continue to cruise here on the rewind. Starting off pretty good, being able to, like you said, shut down Sketchy after that first round, first blood. And they're doing a really good job of containing the Burgers right now, and they're just going to need to keep their foot on the gas pedal throughout the rest of this map.
It's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. And so far, I mean, LAG's starting good, but from the map number 2, I can't help but think it's they gotta keep their foot on the pedal. You don't want to be giving up any rounds here. It's just a good start here, able to pick up the first 2 kills on this round. side of Boston Burgers, JJ and Stone are going to be left alive here to try to clutch a 2v4 on offense. Bomb is down in that, I believe that's the L part of the map, and that's going to be rough to try to get that. So we'll kind of see what Boston can develop here. But LAG looking good so far on this map, number 5, to try to push the series even further.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job here, kind of playing their spacing. I think they know that the bomb is down over here. There's is some gunfire going down towards the Jin side. JJ looking to potentially get aggressive here with Stone. Looks like both these players have AR, so this is not going to be an easy position to get Merc out of. Stone is going to get the first gunfight, but going to get taken out by fire. JJ on the wrap now, looking to make a play through the middle of the map, is going to get taken out from the side. So unfortunately for him, just no real spacing to take, but ultimately able to win that and push their advantage to 4-0 here. And Boston, you got to make a change now. I think, the last couple of rounds have been where you had to try something different, but LAG is getting those first bloods. You need to play your life a little bit, safer in the early rounds, get that man advantage, and then play slow. Take the map as you can. Don't try to get too overly aggressive. Just do what you can on the map. Try to get some kills on the board and then just play your man advantage from there. So I'm looking for them to do that here on the defensive side.
Yeah, we see with the very strong teams, especially mentally, that search and destroy going down early doesn't really mean much. Yeah, I mean it's a round based mode. It's round by round. It doesn't matter if you have to win 6 in a row. Yeah, you just take it round by round. And so that's the one thing on the side of Boston here that's a favor. But LAG just with another first blood there, immediately traded by the side of JJ. Kind of being the only one on the side of Boston Burgers who's made anything work. Sketchy has gone 5 deaths in a row after getting that first blood towards that elephant side to start off the map. Nothing is working. So LAG, they're doing exactly what they need to. They're shutting down that player who's able to control everything. But Stone looking to make his name ring here from the side of Boston Burgers, with LAG and Vixinity being the last one alive here in a 1v3.
There it is. Boston's on the board. That's what I wanted to see. The first blood goes to the side of LAG, but the immediate follow-up is there. And then Boston sit back. They wait for the chows to come through from the side of LAG, and they win those gunfights. So big plays from that squad. Getting your first round on the board is always the hardest one, whatever you've got a scenario like this going on. And that's going to be key in helping them, potentially make a run here on this map. But now you have to do it again on the offensive side, which can be even more difficult here on Rewind with some of the defensive positioning that can come through. They're making their way over towards this Jin side as we prototypically see, and they're going to have some early gunfights here with All-Star Merc getting up it close and personal, but going to get taken out. Fire trying to follow up with some shots onto JJ, but going to get taken out. Trades trying to come through, but just nobody on LAG able to finish a kill right now. Looks like the bomb plant is in progress and is going to get taken down. Gunfight goes down in the middle of the map, 2 mags. So now we're going to be here in a 2v2 scenario. Players playing split, one player playing close front dumpster, one player playing far back on the other dumpster. JJ is here on the back. Might have gotten some information onto Mags, but if he is too distracted, it's going to allow Vixinity to come to the back, and Vixinity does get that first kill. Stone with the immediate follow-up, though, as Mags tries to follow up for the kill. He might have got the information that player was on the bomb. Doesn't see him, but no kill comes through. The defuse is happening. Stone not going for the immediate chow. Doesn't get the information. Goes for the chow, but the defuse is in. LAG. The absolute stones that guy is carrying around to get one shot and then just immediately hop on the bomb is just huge for the squad. So LAG in a precarious situation there, able to clutch up and get that diffuse down and put themselves on map point here in map number 5.
I mean, there's not another play you make. That's just the thing to do. You get one shot, the other player knows you're not going to chow, but is just going to kind of wait there for you to make a chow because you need to. Time's running out, but you're on the bomb. You're halfway through before they even start to make a move, and they're so far away because that gunfight didn't happen right on top of the bomb. And I mean, that's just great from the side of Xfinity there. Unfortunately, he's going to be the first to fall. So Boston does have the man advantage here on this defense. Some players are right next to each other, kind of across the walls here on some doors. Sketchy, I think, has a feeling that there is somebody out there. So he's going to start to rotate and play a different position here. Bomb is down for the side of LAG towards that street side. Not sure if Boston know that. They are left in a 2v3 here with Mags and Fire, looking to win this map for their team and move on to map number 6.
Yeah, Mags and Fire definitely have potential here. The bomb has gotten secured, but it looks like Fire has to make a lot of progress to the middle map, and he's going to run right into the arms of Sketchy, who's going to pop up, shoots him in the back, and is able to get that first kill. And now Max left up here in the 1v3 is going to get spotted as well. Sketchy's going to get some shots in, but slide out back and forth here, but is going to win that gunfight. So Sketchy with some great positioning, able to help the Burgers back to their favorite position to be in at 5-2. And you never know what's gonna happen in Call of
It
Duty.
it's not gonna happen. Listen, the 5-2 curse it has to be 4-2, then 5-2. It cannot be 5-1,
Mm,
then 5-2. That's a 5-1 comeback. For
mhm.
people who may not know that. So I I don't it's just not it's not the curse. It's not meant to happen. Um Unfortunately for the side of S&Ds, we see the same pastry cam happening on the map here. We finally see some nades over. We talked about that last time where people aren't throwing those nades, and we see it success first time. They're finally able to clear that building here, but I would love to see a little bit of a pastry option here towards the bottom side of the Boston side. Couple more, a little bit more pastry down towards the bottom. That's the pastry that I'm looking for. And it's no longer we see it this time. We see the kill. No longer a pastry onto a breadstick. Unfortunately, he's going to get picked up there. Sketchy left in a 1v2 to save his game. Save this game for the side of Boston.
I am not gonna lie, I had no idea what you're talking about with a pastry, but Sketchy is gonna
It's
have
a
some good
donut,
timing
man.
here. I got the donut.
Oh
Oh
my god.
my
Oh my.
god!
Huh?
Oh
What
my
is that?
god!
What is
I
that?
think I think
Oh
the
my.
Jackal needs
Oh.
to be nerfed.
Oh.
Mid game. Make him take off something. Recoil
Oh.
spring's gone. Jims, call it in. Commissioner Jims, call it in. Recoil spring's
Oh.
gone. Nerf the gun.
Can we ban people mid map? Mid map? Can we ban this guy? Like, I think he's too much. I think he's too much, dude. Oh, hang on. Dude, I had to get up because that was crazy. Yanked an IEM out of my ear. And here we are. Like, I'm a little sweaty now, I'm not gonna lie. Suit coat's getting a little hot there, especially after that. And side of Boston, I mean, you're doing it here. You're finally not on a donut cam if you're the side of No Luck. Stone's picked up a few kills here. JJ's doing it for you kind of once again. And No Luck able to pick up this player, able to see him on the shots are clean, able to pick up that kill, but not able to get out there as Vixinity is able to get that trade. So we do see how reset here. Sketchy looking to play his luck here. On the side, he is definitely not going to read the two players that are there. We're starting to see a fight towards this mid map here as JJ looking to get in here to help out his team. Sketchy able to pick up that first kill, I believe, on that side towards Jen. So able to get the man advantage. Gets the snap onto the second player, but not able to get the kill. We have 2 versus 2 here. Players are L and Jen's side looking to attack this A bomb, but the side of Boston Burgers are a little split here, looking to just try to see if they can get some info.
Yeah, the information is going to be big, but Stone is not going to get any of it because they've already made their way over towards the B bomb site. Bomb is going to get planted, but JJ gets the first kill with some great shots on that player long, and now the bomb plant is going to happen. Vixinity is going to get out for the time being, going to choose to potentially rewrap or play through this hedges side. Boston playing it a little slow, looking for the information. Looks like JJ is going to get that. Gonna just stand on top of the bomb and is gonna take out Vixinity. So JJ with some good placement there to rotate back through the backside of his spawn, pick off that player that was trying to get some information from the LAG side, and then clean up the bomb planter as well and get the defuse. So big plays from the side of the Burgers there. I mean, it's just, uh, this has just been a stellar map here so far. You go down early, it is so difficult to come back, but the Burgers are fighting. They're not done yet. They've done a great job of switching up what they've been doing on this map, and we've just seen some stellar gameplay coming out from JJ and the rest of his teammates also picking up the slack as well. So they're feeling good, and they're going to be taking this bomb Looks like potentially towards the middle of the map. We've seen them kind of flip back and forth here. B towards A, kind of hitting through Jin's side. LAG is going to play through the middle of the map. I think we've seen Mags here in this position quite a bit. Is going to be able to get the first blood on that player that was trying to get the bomb down. And now they're going to have that information that the bomb is there. Sketchy is going to get the information that Mags close, is going to get that kill, and going to get out with his life. We see a kill come down on the other side of the map. So now we're in a 2v3 with Sketchy and Stone left. Sketchy is going to get the good timing on
Who left?
Vixivity,
They
trying
did
to
it
get
last time. They
active
did this
there.
last time, by the way, at a 2v4.
And in a 2v4, correct.
Same
So
round. Same round,
Stone
too.
and Sketchy here to clutch up for the boys. Stone potentially got some good timing, but gets taken out. Sketchy trying to get the follow-up. Not going to see anybody immediately. Gets the
Oh
first
my
kill
God.
and almost snaps onto the second guy. LAG able to avoid disaster, able to close out there and stop the Burger Boys run in the rewind search and destroy. And, you know, we're going to see another map of Call of Duty, folks.
Of the COD Rec League, man. This has been a great one so far. If you haven't seen the whole series, make sure you go back and watch it after the series is over. There's some excellent maps specifically towards the search and destroys. We have seen it'd be an interesting, almost like a BO7 Neslo, but Boston were able to win the first search and destroy. We have a control here on Hasi. We've seen this plenty of times. We know how it's played. We'll see which of these teams can have the better fundamentals here. LAG looking to keep their championship on the line here. Boston looking to win. LAG looking to push a game 7.
Yeah. And you know, this is going to be a banger map. We've seen tons of aggression, great kills coming down from both sides. Obviously, we have our eyes on Sketchy after popping off on the Skyline hardpoint, but we saw the side of JJ doing a lot of work from the AR position on that search and destroy on rewind that we just saw. So it's going to be a splendid battle here. The B point has already been captured from the side of the Burgers. There's a player in the spawn, but he is going to give up that position, going to get shot in the back by JJ. They're going to know that All-Star Merc is also made his way into secret, and the trade comes through immediately. The back and forth trade battle going down towards the side of Boston here so far in map number 6, starting off very well with a decent life lead, a little bit of progress on A with the B point fully captured. So LAG, this has got to be your spot where you take back some of this map positioning. Mags does just that with getting the first kill. He's going to send All-Star Merc in for some of these cleanup kills, able to get one. Shots into the second player, no luck, going to be able to win that, but going to get taken out. So now it's just Sketchy left in the back of LAG spawn. But the first tick of progress is through, so you've already made a little bit of a lead in the tick side, but you've also got the life lead here so far.
Yeah, and I mean, this one is really just comes down to you get that wipe, you hop on the point, you have 2 ticks gone. That second tick is still about a quarter of the way through. So the side of LAG have elected to leave that alone, which could come into some dangerous territory here if we see a wipe coming from the side of Boston. So we'll kind of see what happens. So Boston has attempted to maintain this mid-map control up here towards these halls. So far, so good. But the side of LAG have taken this window side. We kind of see like an opposite mirror effect happening towards these top halls.
Yeah, and we see the progress starting on the A point, but no luck is going to try to slide out, going to get taken out. Back and forth kills, JJ able to get one. Looks like we have a gunfight going down towards well, but both players are going to back up. So JJ looking to keep the aggression posted up towards the office side is going to get found out by All-Star Merc. And now with the clock starting to tick down, Boston, you started off very hot here, but you have to play very efficiently now. And we just see the kill feed light up white. So you're going to have one more wave of kills to potentially make something happen. But Mags is already on the flank, going to find JJ on time. Clock is starting to tick down once again. No luck in the middle of the map. Is going to be able to stop time for just a second, get some coverage and some help from his other teammate there with him, Sketchy, but going to get taken out. We see a team kill come down from the side of LAG, but the Boston Burger players are mostly off spawn. JJ able to get one. Shots keep going, keep raining in. And why did the clock not stop?
What?
Confused?
Was he not on the point? They had 2 players on the point. Did we see a contest come down?
Was there a contest from... But contest doesn't take the timer down.
What just happened? Bro, what? Hang on. I'm gonna have to watch this back. We got about 10 seconds left on the broadcast here. I need to watch this back. What the heck?
Boston, who
Sorry.
they already know how to win round number one. They already pretty much did it the first time, so they're gonna just try to do the same thing. Get B captured early, and then try to make their way over towards the A point and secure that as well. From the side of LAG, I think you have to be a little bit more defensive of this B point early on, and they're doing that already by pushing back Sketchy from that top side. The Stone and the rest of the players over here on the Burgers have made their way over towards the B point though. And so the ticks are going to start coming through, and LAG is going to be looking to contest from the backside. All-Star Merc on the flank, able to get one. Going to get taken down to 1 HP, going to get taken out from behind, but that allows Vixinity to slide in and get the contest, and going to get taken out. Now we're going to see the back and forth battle here on the B capture point.
This dude hasn't died. He's just been here the whole time. Like, that second tick down, we do see a fight coming down through here. 10. No luck, eventually going to fall. It's a less left with a 1v1 on the point. Make that a 2v2, make that a 2v something. I don't know in this more at this point. Green looking to take the point. They got it here. Not as successful as last time, but they're immediately transitioning towards A. Sketchy doing what he does best here and pushing through, but that might have been the detriment here. That clock is eventually stopped there. We do see another player hop on, but Sketchy, they've had the opportunity at this point to have already a tick gone. So we'll kind of see how this plays out. LAG not picking up many kills. We see Fire here, kind of last player alive. He's going to get found out here and killed. So the side of Boston, first tick of progress already gone. We see some players killing themselves on the side of LAG. Not exactly sure what's happening here. But okay. We'll see what happens here. Gonna have an interesting little one there. Once again, looking to extend this to a map number 7. Boston looking to clutch their championship here and win on hot seat control.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, they've had the preparation to make this happen again. They've started off very well on the offensive side, and we're seeing the battle come over straight here towards B once again. One player left here getting contest potentially from the outer fences does get kind of zapped
We've seen this before.
Stone. I think we've seen Boston do this again, and Sketchy is going to leave his
This is why we don't like Sketchy's off the point.
He's off
that's why we don't like him.
But yeah, unfortunately for the side of LAG, the capture does come through. And now if you're Boston, you got 2 minutes on the clock, you're up in lives already. You get to just work through and find your place on the map. Potentially attack this A point.
Dude, that's so crazy. I don't know if that's a different Codcaster POV we get there or something to see that crazy play. The side of Boston, excellent B hit there. Unfortunately, they all do kind of die on the exit, so they have to reset here, fight through this rock. They're able to win their initial kills, so they start to have half of this hall presence. We see Mr. Blank there, and I believe Stone picking up that kill towards open window. Fire, great timing on this player, able to pick up one, make that only one with some poor ammo management there. But the side of Boston are on the point. Finally here, we're going to see the second tick come in. A player is going to fall. JJ's going to tip his or touch his toe on the time. That's going to be 2. Is it going to be 3? JJ gets all 3. And he's able to eventually get on that point. We have another player here. Merc able to hit that Omni movement in there. Able to pick up JJ. The side of the Boston Burgers are winning here. We're seeing another contest come through. And then eventually the Boston Burgers able to win a legit round for the first time. It's a 3-0. Technically, we're playing this one to, I think, 5. I don't really know what's happening here. But Boston Burgers finally, map number 2, and just a great 3-piece here from, it's going to say Sketchy, but it is JJ on this one here. What a great round from the side of Boston. I mean, they did it, they did it twice. They said we could do it a third time. How many more can they pull off here?
I mean, we can just reset the game again. Maybe at this point in time, Boston is so confident in their abilities on the offensive side that they just want to stick over there, And maybe they do. You never know what's happening over in the brains of the players that are playing Call of Duty at this point in time. But they start off with a great round there, able to secure another offensive victory. And we're going to see LAG take a play pretty much out of their book and start fighting over towards this B point immediately. It is definitely the easier point to capture whenever it comes to Hacienda control, but it's also not entirely difficult to defend as the defensive squad. We're going to see Stone is just beaming people, just turning on people and zapping them, and able to get two there. Still challenged while he's a little weak, but does get the regen off. Clearing that progress onto the B capture point. There is fire left outside. Does get that kill from fences. JJ able to follow up and clean that up as well. So good reset there from the side of Boston, only allowing LAG to secure one tick here so far, but immediately putting the pressure back onto the point is LAG. Stone looking to get active through the middle of the map. Might get some good timing here. Is going to see fire, going to take that kill through the fences, and then you're going to see a player jump out. Looks like he potentially got mags as well there, so great gunfight win, and that's going to clear LAG off the point once again, only able to secure another tick of progress, not able to capture that B point quite yet.
Yeah, they do have kind of the man advantage over here. We have Sketchy kind of from this top window, able to pick up one. No idea who that was towards that top plat, able to pick up the other. Merc looking to get active here with a sub, able to dive onto that point, able to pick up two players, one on plat, one on the point. We have one last player from Boston here looking to make a run here, able to pick up one, not necessarily able to find the second player just yet, but eventually finds him there in Sketchy. Going to fall, it's going to be 3 down from the side of Boston. LAG are looking to make something here, but JJ, last player alive, able to wipe those players off of B as the side of LAG are looking to get towards that. They do eventually kill JJ there, so they are looking to secure this third tick and to extend this timer to 1.5 minutes, but those lives are dwindling for both teams.
Yeah, the lives are going to be a factor here, but LAG able to secure the B point, already have quite a bit of progress over towards the A point, and Mags is going to hop on and be able to secure that first tick. No luck, able to slide in and get that kill, get that player off of the time, but they're right back on top of it with the trades back and forth here. Sketchy able to clear off the last player. Now they're 6-10, so with LAG up here in lives, they've got All-Star Merc set up in the spawn trap, but not able to get any of the kills. That's going to allow the Burger Boys to slide out, make up a little bit of space. Sketchy is here towards the spawn of LAG. Potentially a player to make a play. Is going to find one.
Kills are going
Trade
Boston
comes through
side.
from a teammate, and now we're back down to 6-7. So Boston doing a great round of lives there to be able to even up the lives here in round number 2.
Yeah, I mean the lives are coming down here. Boston with a great stretch. They're able to pick up some kills. LAG looking to attack through this U side. Boston just kind of playing slow, waiting for a player to fall in their crosshairs. No luck. Not going to spot this player. He's going to come through the bottom. So Stone here, able to pick up one. Doesn't see that player coming through secret. He is going to continue to stay there. Fire looking to make something here on this side of the Boston spawn. Able to pick up one. Spots his player Rocket. Not able to get the reload in time. He is going to fall. It comes down to a 3-3. We got 30 seconds left. Side of LAG. They all spawn towards lobby side. Sketchy looking over towards that rock. Stone here protecting the point. Able to spot one player. Gets shots in. Able to pick up that kill with JJ's help. Sketchy able to pick up that kill as well in Boston with the absolute comeback there from the live side, able to secure a defense here. And this is for your championship right here. They've won 3 offenses in a row with a big old technicality behind the first 2, but the third one was legit here in LAG. You're going to have to pull off the reverse sweep here in this Hacienda control if you want to keep your championship alive. They have not looked very good on this B side. The transition to A was okay this time, but we've seen 3 attempts at it, and it's not been great every time. So this is where you got to step it up. If you're the side of Boston, you see all those arrows pointing towards that B side. They know what to do. They've been successful here 3 times in a row. Can they make it a 4th?
Yeah, and they're going to be making their way right through there. Sketchy JJ fighting their way up to the middle of the map. First blood goes that way. Fire able to spot up the player of Sketchy trying to make their way through. Office Stone fighting through the middle U side of the map, able to get shots into a player, but not able to get the kill. He's going to get chowed immediately by potentially Mags. You never know with the kill feed. I believe that is Mags. But now we're going to see kind of a stalemate back and forth. You know, No Luck is still up here close. Going to jump onto point, able to get that kill. And now we see the capture starting to progress. Sketchy has the positioning as well to keep pressure up in towards the front of this. Able to get one. Gonna slide back out and Chow. Gonna get another. So Sketchy doing a great job. Merc is on the flank. JJ is potentially watching it, but the smoke gives
JJ's
Merc
blind.
the coverage. and he's gonna get taken out though. So the last tick of progress is going to be flying here with at least two players set up on the point. Sketchy still pushing out the spawns. It's going to allow B to get captured. There is progress being made towards A, but immediately going to get taken out. No luck, able to clean up a player off of spawn. Stone beams somebody single window, and Boston are absolutely cruising now, looking to take this pressure towards the middle of the map and start their progress on the A point.
Yeah, this is where the side of LAG, we've seen them kind of the most stable is this transition towards A. This is kind of where we need to see it. JJ or No Luck's able to pick up one, able to pick up that second with the pistol towards that middle of the map. Fire able to pick up one of his own. We do see a player hop onto that A side from the U side, just kind of looking towards. Fire should have a free kill here on time, so it's gonna keep that clock rolling here as we see some trades happening back and forth on the map with Boston having everybody fall except one person. I believe that's going to be JJ towards that U side, just looking to have some presence. Rockside has already been pushed through from the side of Boston. Fire's going to fall there as well. We do see another kill coming down from the side of Boston. Make that 3. This could be it for the side of LAG. No Luck kind of behind a player with Mags. Going to be the last player alive, but he is going to fall. The second tick is coming through. We're going to have to see some jumps out of this window. We're going to have to see some big plays from the side of LAG here. We see some kills coming down. We see a cruise missile come in, kills the one player from his own team. We see a fight coming down here with a missile. JJ able to pick it up, but not able to get the kill.
Oh, there's one player left here on time. Is going to get taken out, but we're seeing the trades come back and forth. Trades just all over the place. No Luck
Another player jump
is
over.
able to
We're in
win,
here.
but
Oh
they're
my
not in
goodness,
there.
dude.
Yeah, no. Just the contest back and forth, just insanity on the A point, just seeing people dive out of the windows, just contest, die, spawn, die. It is how it is in Aussie when you have to really make up that ground very quickly on the map. And we're going to get to watch Sketchy with a beautiful string of kills here, just rip it. Or actually, this is JJ again, if I'm not mistaken.